Yeah, this is like actually true and it's really embarrassing, but here we are. This is a story about how a toilet erupted and exploded in front of my face at just the young age of 14. All this at school, and it caused me so much embarrassment and shame where I eventually had to talk to my own father about it. So this all started in middle school, and I remember the day so vividly. I was in math class, and in math, we're just doing classwork with people. I had no idea what I was doing. I'm really bad at math. But then my body's just going, hey, I have to use the restroom. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go relieve myself. So I get up, I sign out on the bathroom sheet, I have to be gone, I can only be gone for 10 minutes, and I sign my name, Maxwell, and I just leave. So I go inside the boys' room, and nobody else is in there. It's just me, so it's like a paradise, Who can ask for more? This is like the best situation for the bathroom, you have it all to yourself. So I go inside one of the stalls, and I'm not gonna get gross or disgusting, but the toilet was, let's just say, a little bit occupied. And it wasn't like Nutella or anything, nothing too gross or nasty, but there was just toilet paper and like stuff. So I'm like, okay, let's flush this toilet. So I press the flusher, and then I'm just watching it, it's spinning. And then I'm like, wait, hold on, let's go. Boom! Just exploded right in front of me. And as it just spraying at me like a water gun, I turn around, I try to get out of there, but I locked myself in the bathroom, so I'm just like, let me out! And I felt like the guy in The Shining where all the blood was just going all over me. Before you know it, the toilet had just sprayed me like a Nerf water gun. And I was like, oh my god, what do? I unlock the bathroom stall, and I just look in the mirror, and I cannot believe what just happened. I remember it, and I was wearing gray Puma sweatpants, and you could just see the water. Like, it looked like I looked like I just got baptized from the waist down. It was horrible. And there was nothing visibly disgusting about it. It just looked very wet, sticky, and yeah, enough detail. It was very uncomfortable, and I didn't like that. I had no idea what I could do. Do I go back to the classroom? Do I walk in quickly and I try to sit down and make sure no one notices? Do I just wait in there for the rest of class and hope that it dries up? There was no way the paper towels would dry off the stain. You can't get rid of it like that, and there would still be a different color. And then the perfect escape idea came into my head. I'm like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. But this was a huge risk. I walked outside of the bathroom and I just looked around. Nobody was in the hallway, and I just started walking. My biggest fear is my middle school crush or just any woman walking in the hallway to use the bathroom and then just going, oh, Maxwell, you peed yourself. I'm like, no, I didn't.
The toilet exploded on me. It wasn't me. I didn't pee myself.
I remembered it all. The red lockers, the posters for the clubs that nobody wanted to join, the classrooms talking and chatting and watching videos. I just kept going right through, and I ignored everything, and I went straight down the line. Now, after walking what felt like a mile worth of hallways, I got to my destination, and I walked right into the main office of my middle school. And I turned to the right, and I went inside the nurse room. And this is probably the safest place I could think of, What am I going to do? Go back to my classroom? Am I going to hide in my locker, hide in the bathroom for the rest of the day? No, I need medical attention. So I went to the nurse, and this is kind of awkward, but there was 4 other students in there. And the 4 other students were just looking at me, and I'm like, oh, hey, just standing there with my pants all moist, I guess you could say. The nurse came up to me, she's like, oh, how are you doing? What's wrong? How can I help you? And in my pre-puberty 14-year-old voice, I went
to the bathroom and one of the toilets was clogged, and I flushed it, and it sprayed me. I don't want to go back to my class.
That's what I did. And she was so kind and helped me, and she just told me to sit down. It's like, everything is going to be taken care of. And my stress went a lot down. I was like, wow, I'm a genius. Who else could have thought about going to the nurse? And I just kind of sat there for a bit, and I'm like, what just happened? This felt like a scenario that wasn't supposed to happen. Who ever thought a toilet could get violent? Unless you're talk. I was just going to the bathroom and this happened. I felt like I got bitten by a radioactive spider. I got cursed with something. I told her what class I was in, if she could tell the teacher what happened, in detail, say that I'm at the nurse, not at the bathroom. She ended up talking to my teacher and going, yeah, Maxwell's at the nurse, he's fine, he's alive, blah, blah, blah. Hey, could you even get someone to bring his stuff here? And I'm like, wow, thank you, that's so kind. And one of my friends even brought my stuff, and I was like, yeah, dude, the toilet, blew up on me. And he was just like, what? And this part made me feel very shameful. She went to the lost and found some other sweatpants for me to put on. And I just felt awful knowing that someone else lost their pants and was maybe going to go at the end of the day to find their pants from the day earlier, and then just have them completely not there. There was 4 hours left of the school day, and I could have just spent the rest of them in the nurse. I was able to walk, I could breathe, there was nothing wrong with me. So I ended up asking the nurse if I could call my dad, and I had to call my dad and just, hey Dad, I'm at the nurse right now, and I went to the bathroom, and I just flushed one of the toilets. It just sprayed me, and it's really gross, and it's all over me, and I'm at the nurse right now. She gave me some new sweatpants, but I don't want to go to class. Can you pick me up? And because I have the best dad ever, he actually decided to leave work and pick me up on a Friday, which was even better. And I really don't know what he did at work, if he just left, or if he had to actually tell someone to go, yeah, my son's having a medical emergency, and if he went into detail or if he didn't. And ladies, do not worry, I took 2 showers that day to make sure I was extra clean. I just felt disgusting. I ran to this guy a couple months ago, and if you want to hear about how I ran to him in the woods and feared for my life, you can go ahead and click here. Thank you.